Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're diving into a corporate filing that involves a broken deal and some pretty big payouts. It's a bit like ending a bad relationship, but with millions of dollars involved. Before we start, if you appreciate getting straight insights from corporate documents, make sure you're subscribed. We also have a Discord community linked in the description below where we discuss all things finance. Come join us there. We're looking at a report from Alexander and Baldwin, or AMB, a transfer of ownership, so let's get into it. So on June 17, 2025, Alexander and Baldwin and their related companies, which they call A and B, made a termination agreement with Mahi Pono Holdings and their related companies, which they call Mahi Pono. What this agreement does is basically end all the remaining promises and responsibilities from a previous deal. This previous deal was a purchase and sale agreement from way back in December 2018. That original deal from 2018 involved A and B owing Mahi Pono about $69.7 million. Because of this new termination agreement, A and B needs to transfer its 50% ownership in a company called East Maui Irrigation Company to Mahi Pono. Plus, they won't get a payment of $7 million that they were expecting. So A and B is giving up its ownership share and giving up a payment. On top of all that, A and B also has to pay $55.3 million to Mahi Pono. This payment will be made in installments, meaning over time, over a period of 4 years. The first payment is $10 million and it's paid right when $65 million, and it's paid right when $65 million each are paid on the first and second anniversaries. So 1 and 2 years after the agreement, then $10 million is paid each on the third and fourth anniversaries. This section basically says that the details we just talked about are also relevant to the termination of the agreement. It's a way of legally connecting the information we already mentioned. Now let's step back and look at what this all means. A and B had a previous agreement with Mahi Pono where they owed around $70 million. Instead of paying that full amount, they've negotiated a way out. They're giving up their share in the East Maui Irrigation Company, foregoing a $2.7 million payment and paying $55.3 million in installments. What could be the reasons behind this? It's possible that A and B found the original agreement unfavorable and wanted better terms. Maybe they didn't have the cash to pay the full $70 million right away. By negotiating a termination agreement, they can spread out the payments over time. This kind of situation happens in the corporate world when companies realize that a deal isn't working out as planned and is not working out financially. It's better to cut losses and find a different solution, even if it means making a few more payments. The specifics of why that original deal was broken probably have to do with the East Maui Irrigation Company business that Mahi Pono wanted in the first place. The numbers are very complicated and depend on that. From the numbers, it looks like A and B wanted out sometimes. Walking away from a deal, even with a penalty, leads to a more sustainable future for the company. Now, looking at A and B more broadly, this situation highlights the complexities of business deals and the importance of careful negotiation. While this termination agreement involves significant payments and a loss of ownership, it might be a strategic move for the long-term health of the company. Keep in mind that there isn't a lot of information on this document, so it's hard to say with certainty. By spreading out the payments over 4 years, A and B might be able to manage its cash flow more effectively. Giving up its share in the East Maui Irrigation Company could free up resources to focus on other areas of its business, especially if East Maui Irrigation Company wasn't operating well. It's also worth noting that these kinds of agreements involve legal and financial expertise to make sure everything is done fairly and in the best interest of the company. Alright, that's our breakdown of A and B's latest filing. What's your take on these numbers and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.